Here are 10 upcoming MMORPG games for iPhone and iPad. Number 10, we have Blade & Soul Revolution. Our first game is a martial arts MMORPG. It lets you travel around the sky, land and water with up to 500 players on each server. Each class will have their own skills, combinations, and yes, you can manually move around when using your skills, but the gameplay is said to feature some auto battle modes. Thankfully, you can disable this entirely. While the graphics are nothing special, I'm excited about the game having voice acting and cinematics. Blade & Soul Revolution is set to release the 18th of March 2021. Number 9 is Albion Online. In December 2020, Sandbox Interactive confirmed that the App Store version of Albion Online is still in the works. The mobile version has a tighter user interface, cloud saves between PC, and full crossplay support. Albion Online is a fantasy sandbox experience featuring a big open world, a player-driven economy, a classless combat system, and intense PvP battles that are similar to a MOBA, I suppose, in some ways. No concrete release date has been shared, but it is coming sometime in 2021 on the App Store. Number 8, we have Warhammer Odyssey. Warhammer Odyssey is an MMORPG set in the old world portion of the greater Warhammer universe. Players can go to the bustling port of Marienburg, the defiled Drawkwald Forest, and more iconic locations. There are 6 classes to choose from and 12 specializations with dynamic skills and playstyles. The game will feature extensive PvE and no autoplay. You can play with friends to form regiments of renown, you can defeat monsters together, and complete objectives. Warhammer Odyssey is expected to be available the 22nd of February 2021. Number 7 is Noah's Heart. From the creators of Dragon Raja comes their next big MMORPG, Noah's Heart. The game won't have the traditional MMORPG career restrictions, and develops a more open and freer gameplay system. The world is going to be procedurally generated, and if they can pull it off, exploring the world will be entirely seamless, meaning areas won't be split up by loading screens. The environments look pretty cool too, almost a combination of high fantasy and steampunk. Noah's Heart is coming sometime in 2021. Number 6, we have Mad World. Let's show some love for a 2D game, Mad World. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world and everything has been hand-drawn to provide a gritty art style with an isometric perspective. Yes, there will be traditional MMO features such as PvE, raids, guild vs guild, an extensive skill tree, dynamic boss battles and so forth. However, the game will also focus very heavily on intense combat and massively multiplayer experiences. The game is actually built on HTML5, so it will be playable on your preferred browser without installation. No release date has been shared. Number 5 is Marvel Future Revolution. Here is Marvel's first open world game on mobile. It's said to have a pretty big map featuring new locations and iconic merged locations. Players can choose their favorite Marvel superhero and battle a number of villains. We're talking Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Captain America, and Captain Marvel, and you can modify their costumes. The game was supposed to release in late 2020, but is now looking to release sometime in 2021. Number 4, we have Project Dragonark or Project Ragnarok. NetEase are working on a new AAA title. It's obviously going to have an open world, but it will be inspired by Nordic mythology too. While I don't have concrete confirmation that it's coming to mobile, it is said to be a multi-platform release, so it's probably safe to say it's coming to our platform, especially since NetEase are the giant of the mobile games industry. The footage shared here shows some of the combat and Assassin's Creed type platforming. I don't believe this is genuine gameplay and more a proof of concept. No release date has been shared. Number 3 is Chrono Odyssey. Chrono Odyssey is a next-gen game that has also been confirmed for mobile. The story follows a special organization battling against 12 gods. There will be a job system, maps that transcend time and space, dungeons that utilize multiple spaces, large-scale realm versus realm modes, and a focus on strategy and combat. Again, the footage shared doesn't show much gameplay and is very showy, so let's hope the game turns out to be something exciting. Chrono Odyssey is slated to go into testing in 2021 with a full release sometime in 2022. Number 2, we have Project TL. Project TL is a sequel to the first Lineage game, which came out in 1998. Some of you may remember when Project TL was first announced in November 2011, it was actually titled Lineage Eternalin. Since then, it has gone through numerous delays. The game's engine has changed from a proprietary game engine that was used in Guild Wars to Unreal Engine 4, and obviously the game's name has changed. And plus, this title could just be a working title. The footage you are seeing here is from 2017, so it's not crazy to believe that more has changed with the gameplay, etc. Supposedly, the game is set to release this year. Number 1, we have Odin Valhalla Rising. This is the game I'm most excited for this year in terms of MMORPG. It looks quite similar to Black Desert Mobile in terms of its overall aesthetic. It also looks to have the best graphics on this list, and it has really good lighting. It also has motion capture technology, which was used to enhance movement in the game. There will be no map loading, and you can get around on foot, on a horse for example, or with flight-based travel. Players will be able to travel between 4 of the most iconic realms in Norse mythology: Midgard, Jotunheim, Niflheim, and Alfheim. Odin Valhalla Rising is coming sometime in 2021. What do you think of these upcoming MMORPGs for iPhone and iPad? Usually I don't promote mobile MMOs on this channel, but this year they look to be pretty exciting and on par with a console or PC experience. Anyway, leave a like to show your support and subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with everything Apple gaming related. My name is Stewie and thanks for watching.